Hi guys, how are you? I'm Robin, welcome back to my channel. Now this is a review that I've been waiting to do for a couple of months now. I've been trying this product on and off since May, been putting it through its paces, seeing what it can do with my hair, and more importantly guys, seeing what I actually think about it. So watch on guys, this is my 100% honest review of Original by Blumaan Styling Meraki. So guys, there's been quite a bit of buzz about this product on YouTube, but I've been holding back until I could actually give the product a proper go, put it through its paces, and then bring you a proper, rounded, fully informed review. So I've got 10 things I'm going to cover in this review. I've got what the product actually is, the packaging, the smell, we're going to talk about the consistency, the ease of application, the styling, the hold, we're going to talk about price, comparing it to other products in the market, and then finally guys, the most important thing, would I buy this product? So first up, the product. So guys, this is the product right here. It's called Original by Blumaan Styling Meraki. Now straight away I'm like, what is a Meraki? To me that is confusing because it doesn't sort of sit with all the other sort of hair terms that we've got at the moment, like a wax or a clay or a putty. But this could be quite a smart move because they're sort of redefining what we think of as hair products, which is quite exciting. But I know that they say that this can be used as a pre and post styler, so that's kind of what I'm going to be measuring that on. For me, a pre-styler should plump the hair, get it ready with loads of volume, and kind of when you're using a hairdryer, because I've got loads of hair but it's quite fine, so I want to plump it up and get it ready for that styling. For post styling, I want to add definition to my hair and just give it a bit more movement. But this one says that it's long lasting hold with a natural finish, so we're wanting something that's not going to move, that might not even need hairspray, and something which doesn't really have a shine, so it's got a matte finish to it. So the packaging is super simple, I actually quite like it. It's sleek in design and it's really very simple and masculine because it's black and then it's just got that white font and logo on it. In terms of smell, this one has got a definite mint scent to it, which is actually quite strong and a little bit overpowering, so I'm not a massive fan of it. But it does again smell quite like an American Crew product. They've got this minty fragrance to the molding clay, and also Kevin Murphy's Night Rider smells really similar to this. Again guys, I'm actually not bothered really about scents in hair products unless someone is nosing around in your hair, which might and could happen. I just think either keep it really simple or don't have a scent at all. Now in terms of consistency in this product, this is kind of what I think lets it down slightly and something that I've not been massively impressed with. It looks like it should be quite rich and creamy, but actually guys, it's really thick and viscous. Although it says that it's the Styling Meraki, again, I have no idea what this is, it actually looks and feels more like a styling fibre. So when you put it into your hands, I mean, I've loaded my hands up here just so I can show you. When you start to rub it in and sort of smooth it and then clap, you can see the fibres coming out in your hands. So it's quite similar to, there's a product by L'Oreal and also by VO5, which are more like styling fibres. For application, I've read different reviews about this product. I've actually had someone from the Blumaan team contact me and tell me how you should really use it. They say that for a pre-styler, you should actually use a bit more to get into your hair and then use that hairdryer. And then for a post-styling, you should use just a little bit less. But guys, they also say that you shouldn't really warm it up into your hands, but I always think with hair products you should be warming it up because you want really easy application. You can see that when I'm using it here, because I can't properly warm it up because we get those fibre particles, I do get bits in my hair, which makes it really hard to style. Pre-styling, I've gone as suggested with damp hair, and I really want it to boost the volume of my hair and just give it a little bit more movement to it. But guys, it's really put my hair in strands and it's made it look quite greasy and thick, and that is only with a tiny little bit of product. So after blow drying it, it's now ready to properly style. So again, I'm taking just a tiny bit of that product into the hands and working through the hair. I really just want to go for a bit of a slick back. So when I'm working through guys, it's actually quite hard to style through. I'm finding it hard to distribute evenly, that product, and also it's drying pretty hard, pretty fast. For me, I want to spend a little bit more time working that product into the hair for even distribution and to ensure that I get the style that I want. Now because it dries so quickly in your hair, it means that the hold of the product is actually pretty good. So once you've got the product in your hair generally doesn't move that much. Obviously if you're going to shake your head like I've done here, it will move, but you can kind of move it back into place. But guys, that said, you want the hold to be on a hairstyle that you want. Because this dried so quickly and it's put my hair into straw-like strands, it's given a really great hold on a hairstyle that I don't particularly like. For price, this product retails online for $19, and then if you're in the US, you've got to add on a postage of roughly $5, so it takes you up to $24. If in the UK, then it's about $7 to $8, so it takes you up to the equivalent of about £20 for a product. Now that is very much, in my eyes, quite top end for a hair product. So I'm wanting a product that really does something pretty amazing to my hair. Now that said guys, we can only really see how a product actually works if we compare it to the products that we know. For comparison, I've mentioned a few different products in this review, so I think it's quite similar to the American Crew molding clay, which guys, I've got a price here of about £12, so it's about £8 cheaper, or $15.50 if you're in the US, so again, quite a bit cheaper. Also another product that I'm totally comparing this to is one of my favourite products out at the moment, and it's by Label M, it's Deconstructor. You've seen I've used that in a few videos. Now that is quite a creamy product, but it does give really good hold. That is also a lot cheaper, so that comes in, well, it's 50 ml, so it's slightly less than that original by Blumaan, but that comes in at about £11 or $16, so quite a bit cheaper. I've also spoken about the Kevin Murphy Night Rider, which is a bigger tub at 110 grams, and that's about the same price, so £20 or $28. That one is more creamy and easier to apply and works better with my hair, so if your hair is quite fine or fly-away, then the Kevin Murphy Night Rider could be a good one for you. The very final thing to do in this review is to tell you, would I buy this product? Now, this is actually the least important part of this review because hair products are so subjective. What I buy for my hair type and the way I like to use hair products is going to be so different from what most of you do. The only difference is, guys, that I live in a world of what I do, of picking up so many different hair products and trying different things on a daily basis and kind of being able to compare them. And that's what puts me in quite a, I suppose, charmed position to be able to give you this review. So guys, would I buy it? No, I wouldn't buy it because I find it really thick in consistency, I find it hard to use, I find it hard to style with, and it just doesn't give me a good finish. I find that it gives me strands and it's actually a pretty hard hold in a way that I wouldn't want. Again, that said, this is going to work for so many of you guys, and so many of you guys, I'm sure, will love it. I want to also say one thing in that I think what the Blumaan community are doing is actually pretty exciting. Now, I spoke about that Meraki thing and knowing absolutely nothing about it, but the fact that they're taking a full new product to the market and kind of shaking it up by putting those new terms out and saying we're not going to label this as one certain type of product, I think is pretty admirable and really very exciting. So whatever those guys have coming up, I'd love to try it and I'd love to see what I think. But that is that from me. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this one. If you did and you've not yet pressed subscribe, then press subscribe. It's there or it's down there. It is free and it just means you're going to see all my new videos as soon as they go live. But I'm going to see you in my next new video, which will be next Sunday. Bye bye.